Good morning, my dear loving children, and welcome back to Vidyanagar Public School's online class. Today we will finish our story. Yes, Mrs. Beck drives a hard bargain. So where we stopped where the doctor and his friend is trying to take this cat or get this cat inside the floppy cardboard box, and at last they became successful in that. And let's see what's going to happen next after that. Page number 86 of your coursebook. Okay, even on the operating table Georgina was up to her tricks. She held her breath while the anesthesia mask was on her face, then jumped up when we thought she was asleep, and Tristan and I were almost fainting by the time she finally went under. So here this means that the cat is still taking its tricks, mean it is acting as if it is already fallen asleep, and it is already got started getting anesthetic medicine into his body, right? Yes, the same way they are acting, and it jumped up, and that made our doctor and Tristan got to get so much worried, and after that they became tired, and by the time they became tired, what happened? Yes, the cat became unconscious. Went under means became unconscious. I was exhausted by the time I finished. I put the sleeping cat into a box, set off. My only hope was that Georgina wouldn't wake up before I reached Rayton. So he got fed up of doing this, and he got tired also, and he put this sleeping cat inside the box, and he set off. And he set off mean he started the journey, and his prayer was it should not wake up until he reached Rayton. Rayton means that place. Okay. I heaved a sigh of relief when I saw Mrs. Beck in her garden. Mrs. Beck took Georgina from me with a cry of horror when she saw the stitches. Oh my darling, what have those nasty men been doing to you? So at last he reached, and he was putting a kind of sigh, heaved a sigh means like this. He did, and he gave Georgina to her. By seeing the stitches on her cat, he's shouting like any other shouting as she usually does, and she's saying that what this nasty man has done to my cat. She is fine, Mrs. Beck, I said. She can have some milk tonight and some solid food tomorrow. There is nothing to worry about. So the doctor is saying there is nothing to worry about. She'll be okay. And her food should be managed. She gave me a sideways glance, and now I suppose you will want your money. Well, yes. I felt physically and emotionally tired. The doctor became so tired. Wait there, then I'll get it. She turned and went into the house, and she was saying that she will bring it, and she turned and went inside the house. I watched her as she came down the path. While she is coming, he was looking at her, and she was carrying a purse. She is carrying a purse. At the gate, she stopped and looked at me. Huh. 10 shillings, wasn't it? That's right. So she was asking 10 shillings, right? Yes. Then he said, yeah. She rummaged in the purse for some time before pulling out a 10-shilling note. She rummaged means as like we search for the notes, right? It's like when we check for coins in our purse, we'll check like this, right? Where's the coin? Where is the coin? Like that she did. She sighed. Huh. What an expensive treatment, she's saying. Tentatively, hesitantly, or without any interest, she's begun to extend my hand, but she pulled the note away. Just a minute, I'm forgetting something. You have to take the stitches out, don't you? Again, yes, in 10 days. Well, there is plenty of time, then you will be here again. Here again? But you can't expect me to come here. I always think it is unlucky to pay before a task is finished. What if something happened to Georgina? She placed She replaced the money and snapped the purse shut with an air of finality before turning towards the house. Halfway up the path, she looked over her shoulder and smiled. I'll pay you when you come back. So, what's happening? Yes, our daughter, our doctor is getting fooled by this wretched lady, we can say. This lady is not having any kind of manners, right? Ill mannered lady. So, what she did, she again replaced the money into her pocket, and she is saying that I'll give the money only after all the things as completed, all the things as finished. And it is unlucky, it is not good, good deed to give the money before the task is getting completed, or task getting completed. It is not good to give the money before that. So he is again not getting his payment. Air of finality means she has nothing more to discuss and she is finished. That means we finish the talk here, like that her face was, and she's about to get inside her house, right? Yes. And he is saying that I'll pay you when you come back. So again he has to come back to receive his money. It's not that she will bring the cat to his hospital, not in that way. He has to come all the way from his hospital to her house, Rayton, in Rayton, to take out the stitches of her cat. So how senseless, how senseless it is, right? Yes, she's behaving in mannered way. She is not behaving in a good way, and he is a doctor, so she has to give some kind of respect, but she's not giving any kind of respect. So this is the way the story is ending. So what might be the writer is about to say in an indirect way? Yes, we should not believe someone very blindly, or when and although also in an indirect way it also says that we should not open up in front of anyone, and we should not always believe someone from outside. I'm not saying that you should not believe and you should be skeptical about everybody. No, it's not that way. You should have a doubt, or yes, you should always think before you talk. That's what I mean. And you should think before you start to believe someone. Believe those who are trustworthy, not, don't believe everybody, okay? Don't believe everyone. That might be the story. And don't be sympathetical towards them. Don't give your sympathy to each and every person. Only you should give that to the deserved people, okay? Give that sympathy to those people, those who deserve that, really deserve, okay? So dear children, we'll see in the live session. So you have to read the chapter, and I hope you have completed writing the question answers in the back of the text. Okay, we will take grammar in the next class. Okay.